Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's AJ Wrights Crypto, and the time has come. We had our massive Thanksgiving end of year pump. We've had our retest, and now we're at the point where Trump's not even in office yet. A lot of charts are in that golden pocket. I think right now is a perfect time to accumulate. And yesterday, I bought $25,000 in Algorand. It's already up 19% from where I bought it. Quick little chart if you don't believe me. We bought it at 37.2, currently at 44.2, up 19.02% from that $25,000 purchase. Most of the time, my biggest problem is that I should have bought more. But I'm actually completing the week. I'm buying $75,000 worth of crypto right here, right now in this video to make a $100,000 buy in the past 2 days. So this portfolio I'm about to show you already has $100,000 in it. And this will look a little confusing at first because some orders are open. I already started the process. I'm not going to go through and click every one, but I will explain it to you. So there's 259,000 in here. 200,000 of this has been invested. So we're up 60,000 on 100,000 in, because we just started putting the next 100K in yesterday. Our first buy was 10,000 of Render, FET, Pyth, Jasmine, Algo, AVAX, Optimism, the Graph. That day, we also did 5,000 in Near and Ondo, and 4,000 of Brett, Shiba Inu, and 2,000 of the PHEMEX token for gas on PHEMEX. And why not? It's not a bad splash hold. Today, I have already started accumulating some of the coins. Now I'm going to go through a handful of the charts. Not going to spend too much time on the charts, but I do kind of want to go ahead and say that there was a bit of controversy that I did not buy Hedera in the first video in this larger portfolio. And the reason I didn't buy Hedera was because, some of these portfolios, for some sake, are for entertainment. This is YouTube. This is real money. It's my money, but this is YouTube. And all the other portfolios I've built, I don't want them all to look exactly the same, carbon copy clones. Because obviously you guys know what my favorite coins are. You guys know my top five. My top five always has been Algorand, VeChain, Jasmine, the Graph, and HBAR. So I can't buy VeChain on PHEMEX. So that one's out of this portfolio. And I also left HBAR out of the first 100K buy because I wanted to switch it up. I wanted to aim at different coins. I wanted to learn about different projects. I'm not going to make the same portfolio every time I make a portfolio. So there was a big pushback from my fan base about, why didn't you buy Hedera? Well, it's not that I don't like Hedera, believe me. And I should have bought Hedera. It did great. And buying Hedera now is actually a really interesting concept, because when you look at HBAR, that has here is the March 2024 high, and then the second pump of the year high. HBAR is one of the coins that outperformed the March high, where a lot more charts, and I mean a lot more charts, such as, here, let me pull this one over here, Shiba Inu, did not perform the 2024 high. Render did not perform the 2024 high. FET did not perform the 2024 high. The Graph massively underperformed, alarmingly underperformed. Optimism alarmingly underperformed. Pyth, even with its tokenomics, underperformed, did not get back to that 2024 high. Ondo has its own tokenomic issue, did outperform. All right. And then there's two charts I'm going to save later. But as you can see, 5 of my picks here from Pyth, Optimism, Graph, FET, Render, Shiba, 6 picks do not look like HBAR. These are charts that did not get back to that target. All right. So it is actually kind of scary to buy Hedera now, knowing that we don't really have this target here. We're only 22% away from the December high. You know what I mean? So buying HBAR now is scary. I elected to do it for this portfolio. I'm going to buy $10,000 worth of HBAR today to compare it directly to Aero. AERO, where a lot of coins, either massively overperformed or massively underperformed the March 2024 high. Aero is one of the only ones that literally perfectly came here, double top, rejected. So this one's kind of in a field of its own. And the fact I'm buying $10,000 of each of them today is kind of a race because, and I'm matching them against each other to keep track of on purpose. Earlier in my live stream today, there was kind of an argument in the chat on whether projects like Aero, projects like Jasmine are going to outperform HBAR. Understand, HBAR is a top 20 project with a $12.2 billion market cap. And then you take the Aeros, the Jasmines that are, very close to being inside or outside of the top 100, basically projects that have a $1 billion market cap. People are saying HBAR is going to outperform these projects. And I'm like, whoa, hold the phone here. For HBAR to outperform Jasmine or to outperform Aero, its inflows have to outpace the smaller project 12-1. Do you really think HBAR is going to outperform Jasmine or Aero 12-1? I don't think so. I think it's going to have more money come into it, but to outperform it to a 12-1 ratio is insane. And we are trying to get that multiplication factor, which is why I target coins, outside of the top 40. I do try my best. There are some coins I have inside the top 40, but I kind of consider those more as safer, quote, anchor type picks, right? Where when you kind of look at the top 100, I kind of like drawing the line. I did not mean for that sound to happen. There is a big gap between 37 and 36, where the POL, which used to be Matic, is at 4 billion, and 36 Aave is at 4.7 billion. So there's a big jump right there in the top 100. So really anything 37 and under is kind of what you want to target if you're trying to get the insane multiplication factor, where a 5x from a coin with a $4 billion market cap would get that coin to a $20 billion market cap. That doesn't seem unreasonable. It doesn't seem unreasonable for any of these coins under 37 to get to 20 billion. But when you kind of scroll up and you look at what it would take for Cardano to 5x from here at 40 billion, that has to get to 200 just about, with it's Solana at 96. So it basically has to get to 500. You want to find the coins that have the attention, that have the utility, that have the hype behind them, that still are able to multiply a lot of times. And that's why I'm kind of saying anything under 37 and scroll down. Those are, I think, a lot of the quote multipliers. I think a lot of those coins are going to outperform the XRPs of the world, despite what some people might tell you. That's my opinion. And I'm always one to put my money where my mouth is. That there's never been a question about that. So today, we are adding $5,000 of Python Ondo. Mainly, I'm just adding to them. They're both already in the bag. I know they do have their own tokenomic implications. That's okay. I'm not that concerned. And I do want to I want to ride it out with them. I want to see what happens. With them. So we are going to see 5,000 more of each of them. We're going to go 5,000 of Optimism and the Graph, adding on to those two picks that were both $10,000 picks. Both of them are up a little bit. The Graph is up a little bit more than Optimism. Remember, I showed you guys the charts of, Optimism right here the thing about the coins that did not put in a higher high in December is that now we have this downtrend, and now we actually have a target to get to. So, Optimism is 167% away from its 2024 high. And that target kind of seems really obtainable when you consider support resistance in here, where where reclaiming $2.15 would basically be breakout confirmation. And then you could target $2.80 from there. So I am targeting top 100 coins that underperformed. That's a tactic. I do have H bar. I do have Algorand. Algorand's leading the portfolio, and rightfully so. Algorand was a top 5 performer from the December pump, and staking 4.0 just rolled out today. Algorand's going to have a hell of a year, and that's why it's leading the portfolio in terms of money put in and in terms of gains held. Before I added this extra 100K, before I added the 25K yesterday, there were all the coins that I had $10,000 for 7 or 8 coins. And Jasmine was in second place at 16,000. Algorand was at 30,000. It 5x'd and came back and maintained the value of a 3x. That's a big sign of strength. So, outside of that, I am targeting the coins that underperformed, that have a lot of room to run. The graph is 131% from its 2024 high, and breaking support resistance at 35 cents would be breaking that higher high, could be confirmation. Even a big support resistance for the graph to follow is a quarter, right around 25 cents. We want to see the graph break these levels, and we also don't want to see it lose this local uptrend, where the point of intersection on these pennants is a lot of them, the point of intersections around April or May. All right. So we covered that. So overview of today, we did 5K optimism, 5K the graph, 5K Pyth, 5K Ondo, 10K of Aero, 10K of H bar. So now there's 35,000 left to go. In the first video, I did a $4,000 purchase for Shiba Inu, and I am kicking myself for not making Shiba a $10,000 pick. I do want exposure to meme coins. I bought $4,000 of it. It went way up and is now, under 5,000. But this thing is extremely volatile, and it only says H bar 4,500 because the order has not filled yet. Keep that in mind. The orders are open still. But Shiba, I am adding a lot more to Shiba Inu. I have open orders right now. I'm buying $11,000 of Shiba Inu today. When you look at the daily chart, and this is why, we had this big run, 100% here, and then it kind of corrected down, 34%, and Shiba is 51% pump back to the 2024 high. But when you kind of look at this downtrend here with Shiba Inu, it's kind of in between the EMAs. I like that it bounced off the 50 here. We kind of got, we're flat across here with a big kind of divergence in the oscillator here. Green dot on the daily, getting through 224, a lot of zeros. 224 is a big sign of strength for Shiba Inu. I really like this pick. Even when you kind of pull from, Fibonacci from swing low, why is my Fibonacci not working? From swing low up to where we are here, you can kind of see that it's in right in that golden pocket area, right above it, right in here. Oops, yeah, right there. So I think Shiba's a strong buy right now. I think Shiba's a real strong buy right now. And like I said, I want more meme exposure. So I did add another $4,000 introducing the Pudgy Penguin coin, Pengu, Pengu. Am adding this coin in. I think we haven't seen this coin really stretch its legs yet. We've seen it kind of retest, bounce, 70, 80% at a time. But I don't think we've really seen this thing run yet. It's only a $4,000 buy. It's kind of a splash pick for me, but I think this thing is going to run eventually. And it did make the cut for a couple reasons. I think it's going to be similar to ApeCoin last run. I'm not saying, this be a 10% pick for anybody in terms of percentage of portfolio, but I am saying I think this project is going to stretch its legs. I really do. Why not, I want extra meme exposure. So now I have totally, I have $15,000 in Shiba, $4,000 in Pudgy Penguin, and $4,000 in Brett for meme exposure. So, definitely kind of wanted to balance that out. So far today, we have bought $5,000 in Optimism, the Graph, Pyth, Ondo. We've bought $10,000 in H-Bar and Aero. We've bought $11,000 in Shiba Inu and $4,000 in Penguin. And we bought $25,000 in Algorand yesterday. If you did the math, you will know that I still need to spend $20,000 more in this video to make this week's DCA 100 grand, 75 grand in this video. I'm buying $20,000 worth of Jasmine. I'm buying $20,000 worth of Jasmine right here, right now. I have my reasons. I should have done the buy before the video started, of course. I'll share this tab instead. It has gone up just a little bit. I wanted to click it live on. So it's at 2322. I'll go 238, 20,000. Buy, commit. Make sure you're using the PHEMEX token there. Here, let me get my head out of the way here, so you can see the orders open. So we still need to fill the rest of the Pudgy Penguins, the rest of the H-Bar, Aero, Optimism, and Jasmine, but these orders are open. I'm just going to let them ride. I probably won't have to go back. Most of the time when something doesn't fill right away, give it an hour. Give it an hour. A lot of times it will work out. Remember, liquidity is like a vacuum. Don't forget that. So, and why am I buying $20,000 worth of Jasmine? Well, I think this coin is going to be a massive winner this bull run. It's at about a $1.2 billion market cap. So when we talk about that multiplication factor, coins that can stretch their legs, coins that can multiply by 5. If someone barged in this office and put a gun to my head and they said, AJ, which coin inside the top 100 is going to 5x this bull run? I would say Jasmine. I have my reasons, and a lot of them are kind of more baked in fundamentals, baked in the culture in Japan. This coin is considered the Bitcoin of Japan. It's a badass project. And when it stretches its legs, it stretches its legs. I mean, right here from January 24 to June of 24, we're talking an 893% pump. And when we pull Fibonacci from, kind of this bottom over here to the all-time high, you will see that we came down, we retested the 618 right here, which aligns with support resistance at basically 2.5 cents. And we are, reclaiming the 0.5 as we speak. I think that the local floor is in for Jasmine. I'd really like to see it get above this little peak right here at 3.3. And from there, it's kind of off to the races. This thing does have a more bullish structure, similar to Algorand and H-Bar, where it put in a higher high later in the year. So it's not playing catch up like some of my other picks are. But hell, it's still 100% away from reclaiming its 2024 all-time high. It did come down really hard after it put in its local high in December there. So I think this one is really going to have its run. Had an alert go off on, hey, I just had an alarm go off on Aero for breakout confirmation on the 2 hour. This thing has been in this downtrend here, and it has gotten above the downtrend alarm, and now it has gotten above this breakout confirmation level at $1.31. So hey, any of you traders out there, look at that curvature on the money flow. Aero's a good buy right now. Aero's a really good buy right now. This is one of my picks that's just outside the top 100. So there you go, everybody. There is the bag. It's not completely done yet because orders are still open, but for the most part, we are just about there. And that $20,000 in Jasmine has already filled in a hurry, which is really cool to see. So there you go. We have now we have $200,000 invested in this bag. I do plan on doing more of these videos. Right now, my 200 grand is worth 260 grand. Hey, that's not bad. So let's keep it rolling from here. We are going to do more of these videos. I think in the next couple of weeks, if the Trump pump theory is right, we could be seeing fireworks earlier in the year than some people are telling you. I'm still going to put my patient hat on no matter what, but I'm going to be ready for anything. And say I'm wrong and we go down further, that's fine. I just get to buy cheaper before we go up, because you basically have to tell yourself, if you believe in this bull run, what we saw in December, the end of November, was not the top, period. if we believe in this bull run, we have conviction in Donald Trump's crypto narrative that this bull run's really going to happen. The Bitcoin halving theory cycle has not failed us. A year and a half after the halving is the top. That has not failed us yet. So we're going to see this Q3, Q4 this year if history is going to repeat itself, but it often rhymes. So guys, what coins are you buying? I want to know if I'm missing any projects. What coins do you think I should add to this portfolio? Let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We just bought $100,000 in the past 2 days, $75,000 in this video. I absolutely love making content like this. It is an absolute blast. So guys, wish me luck with this bag. Have a safe rest of your day. Get rich or get wrecked. Peter, peace out. Also, look at that arrow alarm. Follow me on Telegram, email down below. We're killing it.